Stop dragging a gas-powered rototiller out to your garden forever and save your back from that heavy shovel. You will deploy 7 systems using aggressive radishes and deep mulch to engineer soil that digs itself. Every time you fire up a rototiller, you are actively putting your soil's microscopic architecture into a blender, shredding a biological superglue that we will talk about in a minute. And one of the most famous ancient zero-dig designs you see online is not actually ancient at all. It was invented in the 1990s. You can build brand new topsoil from scratch by stacking layers of green and brown yard waste directly on the ground. Coined lasagna gardening in the 1990s by Patricia Lanza, think of it like assembling a lasagna in a baking pan. You lay down 1 part green material, like fresh grass clippings and kitchen scraps, to 4 parts brown material, like dead leaves and cardboard. Championed in the 1950s by Ruth Stout, this heavy mulching method skips digging completely. It mimics the natural forest floor, breaking down organic matter directly where you intend to plant. You are converting worthless yard trash into a premium garden bed, letting worms and microbes mix the layers for you without ever turning over a single spade of dirt. Sometimes the ground is so hard, you absolutely must loosen it before anything can grow. If you reach for a gas-powered machine to churn the earth, you ruin the structure you just built. Instead, you grab a Broadfork. Invented in 1950s France by André Grelin as the Grelinette, this is a wide, human-powered metal tool with 11.8-inch round tines. You stand on the crossbar, let your body weight sink the heavy metal deep into the earth, and simply pull back. A Broadfork acts like a chiropractic adjustment for your soil. It creates vital space and lifts the earth from below without shattering the skeletal structure. Crucially, it achieves this without flipping the bottom dirt up to the surface. That means the buried weed seeds stay buried, giving you loose dirt without triggering a massive weed problem. You can also let plants do the digging for you. Using cover crops, plants grown specifically to feed and protect the soil, rather than for human harvest, is a trick dating back to ancient Roman agronomists like Pliny the Elder. Modern cereal rye develops 20-inch roots under just 6 inches of top growth, shattering compaction far past the shallow reach of a standard steel tiller blade. When these cover crops naturally die off, their decaying roots leave behind an invisible underground plumbing system. They create empty, hollow tubes that suck rainwater directly down into the earth, turning a hard, concrete-like surface into a thirsty sponge. This brings us back to that microscopic superglue. It is called glomalin, and it is the biological mortar holding the bricks of your soil together so they do not wash away. Growing cover crops makes your soil physically stickier, increasing the size of durable dirt clumps by 10 to 19%, according to a 2024 soil study. As the experts at Iowa State University Extension put it, every time the soil is disturbed with mechanical tillage, the glomalin is cut into smaller pieces and has to repair itself. This destroys soil structure. If hauling compost across the yard feels like another chore you want to eliminate, you can build a bed that feeds itself. A Keyhole garden uses a circular raised bed design built entirely around a central compost basket. You drop your kitchen scraps into the middle, and the basket feeds nutrients and moisture directly outward to the plant roots. It is a brilliant, drought-proof setup. And here is the wild part. Despite being constantly shared online as ancient African agriculture, the famous Keyhole garden was actually invented in the 1990s by the humanitarian group CARE in southern Africa. If building closed-loop biological machines is your goal, we engineer a new one every week. For ground that is hopelessly compacted, you need something stronger than ryegrass. You need a Daikon radish. Originating in East Asia, these over a foot-long root vegetables act like a living drill bit that shatters hard clay from the inside. Their deep taproots perform bio-drilling, pushing straight down through stubborn hardpan. As the publication Dirt Secrets notes, bio-drilling up to 6 feet below the soil surface, Daikon radish is nature's rototiller. The best part is how it ends. If your winter temperatures drop below 25 degrees, the freezing cold automatically kills these deep-rooted radishes. You do not pull them up. You leave them to rot entirely underground. Fast forward to day 45 in early spring, and that frost-killed radish has decayed into a perfect, undisturbed water channel. It is a completely hands-off composting system that fertilizes your beds from the inside out. You can replace noisy machines and store-bought fertilizers with a self-feeding flock of birds. By moving chickens across your yard to fresh ground daily in modern, bottomless cages known as chicken tractors, the birds do the work for you. They act as a biological lawnmower, naturally scratching and continuously fertilizing the top layer of dirt as they pass over it. For heavier land clearing work before you even start planting, you can look to medieval Europe. Long before modern plows, farmers practiced pannage. They simply released heritage breeds like mule-foot pigs into woodlands, letting their natural rooting behavior gently flip and mix organic matter into the topsoil. The pigs use their snouts to do the heavy lifting, leaving beautifully prepped ground behind them. Even when it comes time to plant your primary harvest, you do not need to churn the earth. Ancient Mesoamerican farmers, using a traditional complementary crop system called the milpa, or three sisters, skipped plowing entirely. They simply used a pointed wooden tool called a dibble stick to punch holes in the undisturbed earth, dropping seeds directly into the perfect microbial soil. Agricultural pioneer Edward H. Faulkner summarized it best. No one has ever advanced a scientific reason for plowing. To fully leverage livestock in your system, watch our breakdown on building an automated, closed-loop chicken compost engine. Steel tillers destroy your soil's biological engine. Deploy these 7 methods, ditching the machines, so the dirt can dig itself. If you liked this, 5 ancient seed-saving hacks that guarantee a massive harvest, that's the next one.